Dear students, welcome to the another video of Eduins. Today we will discuss about the protobiont and microsphere. Before going to this, talk about the life. What is life? Life, that is, of course, a living organism's lifespan. Living organisms, the living organisms, they have the life. And the living organism concept that the all living organisms that are made up of cell. This is a common thing. And the living organisms derived about 3 billions years ago. Okay, there are several theories about the formation of life, like many mythological theory, many abagenesis theory, many biogenesis theory, okay, and many chemogenesis or chemogenetic theory. The most and acceptable theory is the chemogenetic theory. What? That is chemogenetic theory. Of what? Of origin of life. Okay, and this chemogenetic theory have 3 parts. What are they? One is chemogeny. Second one is biogeny. And the third one, that is cogenogeny. What is the chemogeny? What things discuss in chemogeny? Chemogeny, that is the chemical evolution. Okay. Next, the biogeny, that is the molecular evolution. And last, that is cogenogeny, that is the formation of life. So the most acceptable theory is the chemogenetic theory. Okay, and this chemogenetic theory is proposed by 2 scientists, that is Oparin and Halden. Okay, Oparin and Halden. And this theory have 3 parts. One is chemogeny, where discussed about the chemical evolution. The biogeny, where discussed about the molecular evolution. And the cogenogeny, where discussed about the formation of life. That is the example. In very primitive time in earth, we know the earth was a hot dilute soup. Okay, so there have many types of chemicals like the carbon, nitrogen, hydrogen. Okay, this type of organic compounds or inorganic compounds are present in the earth in the liquid form or in the free form. So these chemical compounds react with each other and form the complex substances like methane, ammonia, like these substances. And these substances further produced the sugar, peptide or fatty acids. Peptide, no, that is fatty acids, amino acids. Okay, these substances. This is in the chemogeny, that is the chemical evolution. Next come to the biogeny. In biogeny, these substances are further react with each other and form the organic substances. These substances form the organic substances. Like what? Like protein, carbohydrates, polypeptides. Okay, these organic substances, and these organic substances form the life, that is the cogenogen. Okay, so these organic compounds further form the macromolecules. Macromolecules. Like what? Like the polysaccharide, saccharides. Okay, and here also the micromolecule like nucleotide. Okay, and these macromolecules further, we know that life started in water. So these macromolecules precipitate in sea, and after that the cell is formed. This is the theory. Here I have written the three terms, that is, one is coacervate, one is microsphere, and the protobiont. Okay, what is the coacervate? Coacervate is the structure of or combination of the three major molecules, that is protein, lipid or fat, and carbohydrate. Okay, this is the primitive form of the cell or formation of life. So the coacervate is the organized structure of the macromolecule. So what is coacervate? Coacervate is the organized structure, that is the organized structure of major macromolecules. Okay, what are they? They are carbohydrate, protein, and fat or lipid. Next, come to the microsphere. One more thing, that is coacervate. This term was coined by the scientist Oparin. Okay, who proposed this term, that is coacervate? Oparin. Next, come to the microsphere. This is the primitive form of any cell, and this term is coined by Fox. Okay, microsphere is a layer that is surrounded by a semi-permeable membrane. We know permeable and semi-permeable. Semi-permeable are the membranes which allow a specific substances to pass through it. These membranes are known as semi-permeable membrane. That is our plasma membrane or the cell membrane. So, and inside the semi-permeable membrane, there have a proteinous structure. So inside the plasma membrane or the semi-permeable membrane, there have a protein structure. Okay, this is known as the microsphere. This is the primitive cell which was coined by the Fox. Next, the protobiont. The protobiont actually the structure of this microsphere which is surrounded by the protein and fat like structure. This structure, look here, they have one head and one tail. These head are hydrophilic in nature and these tails are hydrophobic in nature. What is hydrophilic and what is hydrophobic? Come to first phobic. Phobic derived from the word phobia. Hydro mean the water. Okay, and phobic mean phobia. So these molecules or the tail of this molecule is hydrophobic or do not love water, but this head is hydrophilic. Philic mean that is loving, that is water loving part. So this structure is surrounded by the cell or the primitive cell, which is actually the structure of our PLP, that is protein lipid protein layer. Okay, that is the modern theory of the cell membrane. So this is known as the protobiont. Okay, so that's all. That is coacervate, microsphere and protobiont. So that's all for the today's video. If you have any doubt, you may ask in our comment section. We will discuss it in our next video. And if you like to get more such informative video, you may subscribe our YouTube channel Eduins and follow our Facebook page Eduins. Thank you.
Eduins, learn, grow, succeed.